Oh well, we start off this road trip today with, we'll just turn the radio down, which is telling us the news how the world's ended. And we've got a choice of places, not far from Buxton in Derbyshire, but I did want to see if we could pop in and see our television friend there, who does videos. But also, we've got a job out at Grimsby, so we're going to go to Grimsby. As usual, we're dealing with churches. I'm not showing you any of the customers' footage. I think we're just past Waddington, and that is the home of the Lincolnshire ambulance helicopter, the ambicopter, and we started off the video with an ambulance just randomly hurtling towards us. So we have got 10 miles to go towards the charger which we're going to use, and we're just outside RAF Waddington, where they used to have the AWACS aircraft, and my late father, who'd been in the RAF, used to stand up in his seat in excitement in his car whilst driving to see the spinning roof rack on those said aircraft. So I've got the CB on, and it is scanning, and it hasn't said anything yet, and we're on manual squelch. So I understand this charger is at the Co-op, and let's just hope that it takes our type of payment, because this is the problem with electric car chargers. We've never been here before. What's this? Church of England Comprehensive School. Right.
I don't think I've ever been through this village. There's no reason to, because the bypass goes past it. Dunham bypass.
You have a Dunham if you live here. Yeah. Vicarage Lane. I wonder if there's a vicarage down there.
Plenty of Wi-Fi.
There is, isn't there? Right, we'll just breathe in a bit. Go past the church.
Co-op.
Oh, there's the Co-op.
What's this?
Other car
supermarkets are a thing.
Yeah, right. Where's the green cabinet? This could be fun. Wow.
I don't see a charger.
No.
It would be.
Okay, we'll pause the video. Okay, we're actually at the wrong Co-op. So this is the Co-op we want. It was 0.9 of a mile further down the road. We put it in the nearest charger available in the car, and it said, anyway, we're on this BP Polar, and it took my credit card. It didn't take my Octopus Energy card, which is what we normally use, which is a surprise. So we'll put some power in, bring this up to 90%, and off we will then go. Let's see where we are. Ooh, 59%. We're going through Market Raisin, I think. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes. And there's a race course here for people interested in horse racing. Yeah, CB's not said anything on this journey. We had the earthquake about 12 years ago, which caused me a bit of damage. And the epicentre was here in Market Raisin.
That was Rugby.
Are you correcting me there?
Yeah.
Rugby.
Not too far away. Definitely Rugby.
That's Wi-Fi racket. It's even knocking out our UHF radio as well, which is on our repeater. So as we come out of Market Raisin, oh, that's pretty. Wild ducks and that on that.
Duck pond?
Yeah, exactly what it is. Oh, that was a big bump. We're coming to about as hill as it gets in Lincolnshire, because there aren't many hills. CB's not said anything.
It's making so much noise in Market.
There we are, back to scan. high up as now, about as high as you get. When the CB's just spoke on channel 29, it's clearly farmers. Correction, channel 39. Where are we? Something.
We're on the road that goes past the old RF Big Brook, if people know that.
We've got church there. So we're right on top of the height bit when the CB started squawking. But unlike last week when we're going through towns like Sheffield, where you're going to have the burner brigade and the hogs on 19, when you're in the countryside, you're not likely to come up against that unless you're in range of a town. Let's see whether we can hear something when we get to the top of this hill. If there was a lay-by, we could even pull up and go 1-9 for a Roger. Yeah, just pull up here, yeah. So we're really high up. Thank you for avoiding that. Well,
it's a cow skin.
We'll take it off auto, Squash.
Yeah.
One niner, Roger. Right, well, that's nobody within 16 miles then. Let's go back onto scan.
So we'll carry on.
Yep. Oh, well, we did try. Did have a Roadtrip 220 on the bench when I left with a VCO snag. Now, see whether we can put the camera on when it hears something. Well, we've actually got to Cleethorpes. We did our business where we were doing our business. That sounds like taking the dog for a walk, doesn't it? So we're on the promenade at Cleethorpes. Mr. Chippie might well find an on-road parking spot, and we'll pop and see whether the beach has got any occupants. In Cleethorpes, there should have been some share from Mr. Chippie Stills camera. Thought we'd come and try the Osprey 11 charger array in this car park here. Had to take the CB aerial off because it's a limited size near Subway. Don't think we need to put charging all the time, we don't. But I want to test different types of charger because some accept strange RFID cards that you've got to pay for on a monthly basis. We have an Octopus Energy one, and that just pays as you go without any pre-charging. And by that I mean like going to a petrol station and them taking 50 quid on your charge or debit card and hold on to it for about 3 days. So that's what we're just checking on. So we're going to go on to Mablethorpe because Mr. Chippie says so. Up at Mablethorpe, but we've ended up at this radar. This is the NATS, that National Air and what's it?
Yeah, it's Nat's radar Claxby.
Right. So this is the UK super duper radar thing, hidden away in the middle of Lincolnshire, so none of the enemies know where it is. So that's why we're here today. No doubt all done by landline and radio link. So this may be the end of our video, but we'll see what happens on the way home. That's the radar, folks. Or is it somebody just... Or is it the radar plus some people on 19?
I think it's playing monkey noises. That's what I think.
That's what happens when you come up a hill, you see. Yeah. In Europe, we're still not sure whether they were monkey noises somebody was doing up at the radar station, or whether it was a radar station on top of people doing whatever they do on 19. I got the radio back on scan. It's not said very much today apart from what you've heard. And a farmer talking on 39 and somebody else talking on 9, which wasn't an emergency, another farmer who likes using channel 9. There isn't any legal reason why you can't, but it's not a good idea, is it? Oh, I'm going to go over the... Is that the canal or a river?
Well, there's a dike and there's the...
Oh, yeah, there's two.
There's the river.
I've seen two become one there, and that's not talking about the Spice Girls song. I don't know who does the graffiti and has to stand on the narrow girders to do it, but... when you get to my age, you think, oh my goodness, that was a dangerous thing to do. I think we're going to be going past the... Did we start with the ambulance helicopter?
Yeah.
We did, didn't we? Yeah.
You missed it there.
Yeah, so we might just finish off there. We're just coming up to the back entrance of RAF Waddington. Oh look, planes crossing when lights flash. Yeah. I was saying earlier in the video, this way was where the AWACS planes were housed. And... have I gone beyond where that knackered house is, Mr. Chippie?
No.
No. All the time I've lived here, there's been this dilapidated, knackered house. And you'd think that in the last 30 years, somebody would actually have bought it and done something to it. So coming up to... This is the runway for RAF Waddington. Somebody's left the landing lights on. And we wouldn't do this if we were in Greece, would we? Because they'd be taking us to prison for photographing this. And I noticed around huge barbed wire fences and people with guns. Aircraft viewing area, you see. You can go and watch them. See what the government spent our tax money on. And then we come up to that air ambulance depot, or whatever they call it, which is where we started the video this morning. So very little CB traffic at this neck of the woods. Whoa, we don't want to run over any of these little birds. Well done, Mr. Chippie, not doing. Helicopter isn't out, so I presume it's gone to bed. I've just gone after the turn to Boothby Grapho, and there is this house which I've been on about. The side of the road, looking more and more worn out. You know, and you think, why? Anyway, it certainly needs rebuilding nowadays, doesn't it? But my ex business partner, his name was John, he bought a derelict property in Lincolnshire, and this was about the year 2000, and there was no roof on it. And you know what? It only took 2 weeks for the three of us to do that roof. And when you actually go and buy a property like this, you find that most of the slates are inside the property because they've fallen in. So I only had to buy something like 80 sleighs. You know, it wasn't that big a deal. And I think we spent about £1,500 on timber. So, you know, people will be put off buying a house with half the roof missing. In actual fact, it isn't it's not that much of a snag. So there you go. So that's the end of our road trip. So we've got about 12 miles to go now, back to Tango Towers. Get on with some repairs. The CB's been scanning all the time. I've had the camera on. Not a lot of radio traffic today, but that's the area we've been in, not been in cities. Was that a horse or something, or what went to the left just then down the...
I don't see it.
I'm going to keep the camera on now to see what that was. So people in other countries where they don't have brick and stone houses will not understand my talking about houses with no roofs and things, but it is the norm in the UK that houses are brick or stone. So, you know, you might need another roof after 100 years. No, I don't know what it was. Anyway, thanks for watching our road trip to Cleethorpes. So we did pop in and see a church customer, but we don't show any of that kind of footage. So thanks for watching.